Thank you, Chief Vogel. I wanted, first of all, commend the men and women of the Santa Cruz Police Department for the work that they did in ensuring that this predator would be brought to justice. It was because of their hard work, boots on the ground, combined with the work of the special agents of the California Department of Justice, that we were able to bring justice to this victim. And I am certain that my former colleague and the District Attorney of Santa Cruz will bring this home and make sure that this defendant is locked up for as long as he can possibly be locked up. The work of the California Department of Justice under the Attorney General of California is the work of doing exactly what was done in this case. It is the work of supporting and bringing resources to local law enforcement. It is the work of collaborating with local law enforcement to make sure and ensure that those who pose a threat to the safety of our communities will pay a price and face accountability and consequence. In particular, what happened in this case is what is needed throughout the state, which is the Santa Cruz Police Department had information, but they needed the assistance of the technology and the science that we uniquely have at the California Department of Justice. It was a matter of comparing evidence that was collected at the scene and from the victim, and then doing the work of putting that through a very intricate process that involves science to compare it to known individuals in a way that we could then determine who the suspect was in this case and then do further investigation to have the evidence necessary to have a judge issue a warrant. It was the work of ensuring that justice and consequence will occur without regard to the local community's access to resources or to science that is necessary to do it. As the Chief has said, it is an absolute priority for me to focus on the fact that California is a big state and it has 58 counties. And most of those counties are not San Francisco and Los Angeles. Those counties are Santa Cruz and other places that need the support of the resources of the Department of Justice to do this kind of work. And it is the work of dealing with the fact that we have, especially in rape and homicide cases, evidence that can be collected and analyzed for DNA and then compared to data banks that we have been collecting. But I will tell you, in my almost 3 months now as Attorney General of California, I'm disturbed by what I have found, because I've found a backlog. I have found a backlog of cases where we need to test DNA in cases like this to bring other perpetrators home for accountability and consequence. And so I pledge to do the work, as we have done here, of expediting the analysis in those cases to ensure that other victims in the state will see justice, just as has happened in this case. I want to recognize and thank Jill Sprague, who is the director of my Bureau of Forensic Services. She has done the work that has been about leadership of that division of the office for quite some time. We have been meeting extensively to figure out how we can grow it. What you may know is that this case is the second case of its kind in the country where we have used the familial research that we have available through the DNA database to make sure that there will be consequence for one of the most serious and violent crimes that we've seen in the state. So again, I thank you, and I'm happy to answer any questions later.